I'm constantly hearing stories of people coming across rare collections of coins, them having no idea what their coins are worth, so the first thing they do is bring their coin collection to a pawn shop and sell it for a few $100s. Later on, they find out that their coins are worth thousands of dollars. This is the last thing you want to have happen to you. That's why it's so important to continue doing your homework and research on these coins, and make sure that if you have something rare and valuable like in my videos, you find the right person to sell it to, because it can be a pretty overwhelming and time-consuming thing when it comes to going through all of these old coins. But without wasting any more time, I'm going to jump into this video and go over some really rare coins that may not look very rare that sold for a lot of money. So this is a 1945S 1 cent Lincoln cent coin. Now this one just looks like it's been pretty beat up, pretty damaged, but this coin sold for $1,740, and here's why. So this one was graded by PCGS as genuine. It does have a lot of environmental damage happening to it, but PCGS was able to authenticate the coin and attribute it as being struck on a Netherlands East Indies planchet, which is so crazy to think about. How did this even happen? So during the minting process, someone had one of these Netherlands Indies planchets and it got struck on this hub, which is so crazy to think about. So if you have a 1945 penny and it looks like this, even though this one has environmental damage, it still sold for $1,740. Remember this, condition is important. If you have a coin that's in better condition, like if they had this coin in really nice condition, it would have sold for so much more money. Please keep your coins safe. But let's jump into the next coin. So not much to say on this coin outside of the fact that this is a 1932 D 25 cent quarter. Now that D mint mark is on the back bottom center of the coin. It stands for the Denver Mint where this coin was minted. What you need to know about your 1932 quarter is that if you have a 1932 quarter and it's in really good condition like this one, it may be worth sending off to get graded, because the higher the grade, the more money it's going to be worth. And this coin, this one little 25 cent quarter, sold for $82,250. So when it comes to the Missouri statehood quarter like this one from 2003, what you really need to know is that the better the condition the coin is in, the more money it's going to be worth. Most of the time these coins are not going to be worth that much money, but because this one graded only 2 points away from the perfect grade of 70, this one sold for $4,312. Here's a 1968 10 cent Roosevelt dime. Now this one sold for $48,875, which is a crazy amount of money for a coin. Essentially what you need to be looking out for is the PCGS graded this at a 68 and a proof coin. Now if you have a proof coin, you can tell that the backdrop is shiny, it looks like a mirror, and the foreground is more of a matte looking appearance. The biggest thing you want to look out for is if you have a coin that looks just like this with the mirror like finish on the back, the biggest thing you want to look for is the fact that it's missing the S mint mark underneath the date there. So this coin should have an S mint mark standing for the San Francisco Mint. Keep your eyes peeled for the 1968 no S mint marked coins, because those are going to be worth a lot of money, because this coin sold for $48,875. This 1943 penny sold for $228,000, and here's why. Now just imagine coming across this coin and not knowing what you have and accidentally selling it for a few $100s. That makes me pretty sad to even think about. Now it's important to know the chances of you finding a coin like this is very rare. I don't want to get your hopes up, but it is possible. You're more likely to find a coin like this than you probably are to hit the lottery, but who knows exactly. But essentially what you need to be looking out for is a 1943S 1 cent coin that was accidentally struck on a bronze planchet like this one. You can see there's a lot of nicks and gashes on this coin. This one was graded by NGC and AU53. That means almost uncirculated. That means this coin went out into circulation. It was passing people's hands before someone saw it and said, hey, this coin should not be struck on a bronze planchet. During the war efforts, they needed to use more bronze for the ammunition, so they transitioned into a zinc coated steel planchet. So all 1943 pennies should be struck on a zinc planchet. But again, because this one was accidentally struck on a bronze planchet, this one sold for $228,000. Hit that subscribe button, it really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next video.